Hello, Bashar.
And you good day.
Hello, everyone. Good day. My English is not so perfect, so thank you for being here, everyone, for creating this experience.
All right.
I love you, everyone. I love you, Bashar.
Our
Shakani
unconditional
people.
love to you as well.
Thank you. I am learning with passion to generate the gamma frequencies.
Yes.
So please share with us a new permission slip for generating that frequency. Thank you.
Well, any meditative act, anytime you're doing what you love to do, anytime you're in that creative zone, you're in the gamma frequency, the channeling state. But we have also described the idea of other permission slips that other cultures on your planet have used to help magnify and amplify that state, one of which being the coffer, the stone coffer in the king's chamber in the pyramid at Giza.
Okay.
You are familiar with this?
Yeah, like a sarcophagus.
Well, not a sarcophagus. It was a stone coffer. It wasn't really used as a sarcophagus. It was used for those initiates to lie down in and meditate, focusing on the idea of that state of being that created gamma. And the stone coffer was created in the dimensions that acted as a resonating chamber to magnify and reflect back and amplify that gamma frequency. And so by doing that, popping them, in a sense, out of their body to give them out-of-body experiences more easily so they could go up to other realms, other levels non-physically, and learn things they could not learn in physical reality.
Oh, awesome.
You can recreate this idea if you wish.
Awesome. I have been in meditations where I feel like kind of a vertigo, a falling sensation.
Yes, well,
Is
sometimes that's an
similar to-
indication of what you call out-of-body travel or shifting dimensionality.
Yeah, and now I can generate that sensation all the time, every time that I want.
If you wish.
Yeah, so I just want to know that. So the other thing that I want to share is I feel passion to create more equality between the dream plane and the physical plane.
All right.
And
Go
please-
right ahead.
Please, yeah, please. I know that my passion is the principal thing that will help me to do that.
Then
So-
you will attract what you need in your life.
Yeah.
All
So-
you need to do is become more lucid in your dream state. And as you go to the template level reality, when you are lucid in the dream state and start making shifts and changes in the template that describes how you experience physical reality, then you can make the changes that will allow you to become more lucid in the physical dream state as well. And then the two shall begin to blend.
Okay, awesome. That's awesome. There is another permission slip that we can use.
You can use any permission slip that your imagination creates. You have the ability to create whatever permission slip you believe works for you. And the ones that you're most attracted to are the ones at that moment that are most in alignment with your belief system, and therefore an indication of the ones that will most likely work for you the strongest at that moment you're attracted to them. That's why you're attracted to them.
Okay, thank you. That's awesome. Thank you, Bashar. And the last thing, I want to know your relationship between your civilization and the Andromeda galaxy, and there's a
We have some interaction with certain beings that inhabit the Andromeda galaxy. Some of them are part of our interstellar alliance. Some of them belong to other alliances we are familiar with. So we interact with some of them from time to time.
Okay, our human species have DNA from them?
No.
No. Okay. Thank you, Bashar.
Thank you.
I love you. Thank you.
Our unconditional love.
Hi, Bashar.
And you good day.
You spoke about shards of the broken,
Shards of a shattered mirror.
shards of a shattered mirror.
Yes.
Is that similar to what you said yesterday about we always experience ourselves as ourselves even when we are God?
The idea is that you are all that is, experiencing itself as the shards of all that is.
And so as we keep going and progressing and
Yes.
expanding
Yes.
and becoming more and more and more of who we truly are,
Yes.
does that take in more and more of
More shards?
yes, or is
Yes.
it oh yes,
Yes. It can.
it can.
Yes.
So is there ever a point where it all like comes back in together and comes back together? Or is it always going to be shards?
In some senses, it will always be shards, because even when you come to the point of recognizing yourself as all that is can only recognize itself if there is an other. Do you understand?
No, say that again, please.
The one, the whole one, has no self-awareness, no self-recognition, because there is nothing from the one's perspective, there is nothing to reflect back to the one who the one is. The part of the one that is self-aware is the all that is, because there is a reflection. In other words, in order to know the self, you have to know the self because there is an other.
Right.
Without an other, there is no self-identification. Right. There is no self-awareness. So there always has to be at least one other shard.
So there is a point then you're saying when you do become aware of more than just your shard, you can take in other shards and become aware. You
can see from the perspective that is representative of more than one shard, yes.
Is there ever a time when the whole collective of a group of people, race, civilization all come back together?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. But it depends upon the journey you take, the path you take, as to when, how, if, why you will experience that.
So has that happened then in other...
Everything is happening all at once.
Got it. And in your civilization, what is the catalyst for growth or expansion? What...
Excitement, joy, love, creativity,
Is there
being who we are.
No challenges?
Of course there are challenges.
Like what?
Exploring things that are the unknown. Understanding our relationship to those things that we discover, just like you. There are many things that are unknown to us.
And so your catalyst is really exploration then, and not so much of like the contrast that we experience here.
Not in the way that you experience contrast, no. But our exploration has been inward, and the exploration inward is now what allows us to explore outwardly much, much farther.
Okay.
Because we know ourselves sufficiently to create a reality that is as expansive as we know ourselves to be. This leads us to the stars and will lead you to the stars. Going inward will lead you outward.
The only way out's in. Okay. Are you familiar at all with the raw materials that were channeled in?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
So when it said, know yourself, accept yourself, and be the creator.
Yes.
Would you agree with all those?
Yes.
Anything you would expand upon on those?
Well, the expansion is all the ideas that we have been sharing with you for years about different ways in which you can allow yourself to know yourself. Yes?
Yes.
That's the bottom line, really. Know yourself.
And be the creator?
Well, you are the creator.
But to come from...
When you know yourself, you will know you are the creator.
Okay. And they talk also about wanderers.
Yes, there are wanderers.
Can you say any more about that?
The idea of beings that may choose to have incarnations that are wanderers are those beings that are, in your terms, rather loosely connected to physical reality. So sometimes you will see that there are people on your planet who don't quite feel grounded or anchored to your physical reality. They navigate through it, but it seems that physical life is foreign to them to some degree. This is not always, but usually a symptom of a wanderer who connects themselves to many different civilizations, explores many different things, and never really grounds or anchors themselves in a permanent way to any one culture. Therefore, they touch base, they see what's going on. It's kind of, well, I'll use your terminology, someone hopping from party to party, who never really settles down to any one party. Do you understand?
Yes. And so do they each come with different specific purposes on why they wander?
Of course.
Okay.
I wanted to understand the connection, when we go to what they say, it's a past life.
Yes. Another simultaneous incarnation you're making an energetic connection to
but
from this life.
But actually, it's not me.
No, that's not you. Not as a person. It might be part of the same oversoul you're a part of.
Exactly. I think I see it as an extension of my oversoul.
Yes.
Because I realize when I get there that all my life here on Earth, I actually feel the effects of that life, of that being life.
That's the point.
And probably that's why I was called in there.
All right. Well, that's the point of making those connections, yes.
Okay. So I'm healing myself through viewing that life from a higher perspective. And sometimes with the help of the practitioners, they modifying or changing something into that life, into that being life. And I'm wondering, do I affect somehow, because everything is happening now and here.
If that being wishes to also use your life as an experience to help them in their life, then yes, of course, they can use the information from you in your experiences in the same way you can use the information from them in their experiences, if they wish to, yes.
Yeah, but I'm talking about their experiences, because I'm going
Their
there,
what?
Their experience, that life.
Yes, their experience, yes.
I am feeling it. I'm going there and I'm living it as if it was mine.
Yes. So?
And sometimes I take a decision, me, from here,
Yes.
to call a being there to modify something in that lifetime.
Yes, but you're creating your version of that.
Oh.
That doesn't mean that the being is experiencing what you're experiencing directly, because you're creating your version of it in your life.
All right.
Is another permission slip.
Got it.
Make sense?
Yeah.
All right. Does that help?
Yes, but I want to go a little bit further.
Yes, by all means.
Okay, some of the... Why do I feel these effects of their life so strongly in this lifetime? For instance, in one of the
Yes.
incarnation, let's say years ago, before I was into these things, I
Yes.
was very down to earth here, if you could
Oh,
say
before
that,
you became
know.
crazy, is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Oh, all right. Before you went
What?
insane.
All right. But I've been crazy all the time.
Yes, yes, yes.
But
Well,
I-
you're actually becoming saner, but go ahead.
Exactly. So I told somebody, look, I know that in this lifetime I'm gonna float.
Yes.
I'm gonna float. I'm gonna actually float from one room to another. Imagine what that person said, just said, almost called the 911
Yes, yes, yes.
on me. But in one of these reincarnation, without me making any connection, it was very hard to believe, I was connected to this person that was floating all the time,
Yes.
like this wizard.
And so, what's your question?
Now, in my reality, I'm reading and I'm hearing more and more about people actually floating, like in
Yes.
Tibet.
Yes,
There are a
well,
lot of people.
so,
When I'm gonna when is gonna happen for me?
when it
God.
happens.
I know that. I know it's gonna happen at the right time, and I know
Exactly.
not a minute earlier, not a
No,
second later.
ma'am.
I heard that before.
Perfect timing. And the
But-
reason that you feel it so strongly from that life is because that experience from that life vibrationally matches a theme you're exploring in this one.
Okay.
Simple.
Any tips how I can make a step ahead? Not to rush it, but I just like to feel
Not
like
to
I'm-
rush it, but can you tell me how to hurry it up?
No, just okay. If you don't have anything to say, I won't. But I will
You
find- I
know
it's
what we
gonna come.
always say.
Yeah.
Trust how your life unfolds, act on your highest excitement to the best of your ability with no insistence on a particular outcome.
I'm learning.
All right. And again, remember, and perhaps access the double entendre here. The first step toward enlightenment is to lighten up on yourself so that you raise your vibration, you become lighter, you become, in a sense, less connected to material reality, and at whatever level you need to arrive at expressing that in physical reality, whether it is walking or gliding or floating or what have you, then if that is necessary, it will happen in perfect timing. In the meantime, follow your excitement.
Thank you.
Nothing more really needs to be said.
Yeah, I know. I understand.
All right, I know you do. So, does this help?
Very much. Thank
All right, then,
you. Floor on.
yeah.
Thank you.
Hello, Bashar.
And
How are
you
you
good
today?
day.
Thank you. I would like to know what other incarnations does my oversoul have?
Why?
Because I've heard other people ask the same question.
Is
and
that the
it
only
sounds-
reason you wanna
No,
know?
it sounds very interesting for me to know as well.
Really?
Yes.
How do you know that it would help you?
I just think it'll be interesting.
You just think it
It will
would be
open
interesting.
up my imagination and
Open up
maybe
your
do some other
imagination.
things. Yeah.
Oh, is your imagination closed?
No, it
Closed
would
for
help
business.
open it up a little more.
Oh, a little more. Well, how do you use your imagination right now in your life? In what ways do you express your imagination creatively in your life?
Honestly, I daydream.
That's it?
Take care of my children, have a very busy life, so
A very busy life.
yeah.
All right. Well, what does that mean? Are you doing anything that's representative of your excitement aside from those things?
Not really. Actually, being here is one of the things that excites
We
me.
appreciate that. But beyond this, what are you doing in your life that is representative of your highest excitement? And if you're not doing it, why not?
I challenge myself to not take in other people's beliefs of myself. I do that every day.
I understand that as part of your process. I'm talking about physical actions that are representative of your willingness to commit to the idea of being the fullest you can be.
Well,
What physical actions are you taking that are
I'm not
representative of your excitement?
doing anything now. That is a process, and it's one of the challenges that I think I have chosen in this lifetime for myself.
All right. Well,
Because
what
I'm
do you
juggling-
believe holds you back from doing it now?
It's definitely myself.
Well, I know that, but what specifically about your belief systems?
I'm overwhelmed
With what?
with taking care of myself and my children.
Why does that overwhelm you if that's part of your excitement? Maybe you're not doing it in the most exciting way you could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm working on it.
I know.
And I honestly feel overwhelmed because
Yes.
I feel like I have to not please other people, but I have to consider them.
Considering them should not overwhelm you. Pleasing them all the time will.
And then it becomes a challenge because then I have to have conversations and it's back and forth. And
So what? Conversations are also not overwhelming.
it's just the energy, the back and forth energy that I don't like.
But it's your energy. So what are you doing that allows your own energy to feel so overwhelming? Are you giving your power away to other people?
Yeah, I've noticed that. And
Yeah, I've
been
noticed that.
doing-
All right.
I've been being better about that,
No,
though.
all right. But that's what's overwhelming you. When you create a situation, when you create an experience of divesting yourself of your own self-empowerment, you're going to be exhausted because you're not feeding yourself. You're not allowing that energy to support you. You're doling it out to other people and letting them determine who you are, trying to please them instead of being who you are, which would actually be the most loving thing you could do for them, whether they understand it or not.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All
it
right.
does.
So, one moment. Let's look at a connection you have to what you would call an incarnational experience in ancient Egypt. Shall we?
Perfect. My son's name is Kemet.
There you go. So, perhaps what Kemet can help you with and what you can help yourself with is being a little bit more active rather than just drifting down denial.
Okay. Yes.
And denying the power of your being.
Okay.
So use that connection, use that sacredness, use that priestess energy that you're connecting to in that incarnation to boost yourself up, to bolster yourself, to understand that you don't have to worry about the idea of running amok. You don't have to worry about the idea of thinking that you are being too egotistical. You don't have to worry about the idea of what other people will think of you if you're being yourself. You can balance yourself. You can be who you need to be without going over the top, without being egotistical. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. It's okay to be who you are, because if you're really being who you really are, you won't be egotistical. You won't have those negative expressions. Does that make sense?
Yes.
You won't be out of control. because you will understand that that's not your intention. It's not your desire. You will always regulate yourself. You'll always check in. You can always make sure that you are in alignment. So you go out of alignment here and there, so what? Oops! Bring yourself back in. You can always listen to people's advice, but you get to decide what is true for you. Do you understand?
Yes.
You get to decide that, not them. You. It's your life. Many people on your planet may not appreciate or like what you choose to believe is true for you, but they have no business telling you how to live your life, how to be who you are. Advice is wonderful, but if it's true advice, it will be given out of love, not out of fear, not out of manipulation, not out of control, not out of emotional blackmail. Do you understand?
Yes.
So that's not love. That's not real advice. That's diminishment. That's trying to cut you down to size because they're afraid that they don't have power, so they're projecting on you that you shouldn't either. Because what's that wonderful phrase in your society? Misery loves company. There's another phrase in your society. Well, if misery loves company, it ought to serve better snacks. So, if this is unpalatable to you, then don't swallow it. Do you understand?
Yes.
Don't swallow what they're telling you if it isn't something that tastes good to you.
Yeah. I can definitely feel that it doesn't taste good.
All right. Now, let me ask you one more question. Do you have any ability in your imagination to start expressing yourself even a little bit in some creative way? Writing, painting, singing, something. Are you attracted to anything like that?
Writing.
All right. Are you writing?
Every now and then, but not how I should be.
Then the answer is no.
Yes.
Will you be willing to write?
Yes.
Doesn't matter whether it's one word, one sentence, one paragraph, every day, something. Will you give yourself the time, the space? Will you give yourself the permission and the power to sit down and write and be creative and just be free and let yourself flow? When you do that, it will act to begin with as a safety valve that will begin to flow the energy through you, siphon off some of the excess energy, and allow you not to feel so overwhelmed.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So, are you going to write?
Yes, I am.
All right.
I definitely can do that.
All right.
Okay. One day I was taking a nap and I felt this unconditional love.
Yes.
And I tried to go towards it. And then it told me that everything was going to be okay and for me to go back into my body.
Yes.
And it called me by name.
Yes.
And I kept trying to go. And then I guess it eventually forced me back inside my body. Who was that and what was happening?
You were having an encounter with a being that could be called a kind of a guide, but also does have some extraterrestrial connections. But right now, we're not going to go too much further than that. Start writing. You may be surprised at what information is revealed to you that way.
Okay.
Use your imagination.
Okay.
Let it be an open door. See what happens. Just see what happens. You don't have to necessarily make anything of it or say, ooh, is this right? Is this accurate? Just write
Okay.
and see what comes.
So does this being go with me wherever I go, or is it?
Time and space for them is not what it is for you.
Okay.
They understand that everything is here and now. So it doesn't matter where or when you are. They can be there in the blink of an eye.
Okay.
Do you understand?